You all agree, and research has shown this, that forests and water are linked. Forest health has an effect on water quality and quantity. But the question is, if forests and water are linked, is the governance of these resources also linked at the local level? And if not, then what needs to be done to ensure that there's joint coordination and enhance the governance of these resources? Working with our partners, we went out to find answers to these questions. Specifically, we wanted to understand, how do communities perceive the linkage between forests and water? And how do they perceive the effect of this linkage, if it's there, on the resource condition? Working with our partners, we focused our analysis in two important ecosystems. One is the Mau Forest Complex, which is in Kenya. The second one is the Mount Elgon Forest Complex at the border of Kenya and Uganda. These are important ecosystems that really provide livelihood to communities in these areas. We talked to members of community forest associations and water user associations. What did we find out? From our analysis, we wanted to understand if they work together and they see the linkage. What did our analysis reveal? I just want to share with you two examples. The first one is communities along River Sosio. This is in Kenya. What did they see as the effect of changes in the forest on water? The second example, this River Matara. The communities here, similar to what the ones in Sosio area told us, there was change in the forest, there was cutting down of trees upstream. This affected the river downstream. That's why that river is dirty. And it not only reduced the flow of water, but they also said it contributed to erosion. What do these perspectives indicate? Well, communities understand that a change in the forest affects water quality. So they are aware. Awareness is not an issue. Then, what was the issue then? We found a huge gap in the governance of these two resources. There was no joint activities that the members of forest associations were undertaking together with the members of water user associations. The governance was separate. So what did we do to ensure that there's coordination between these two associations and their members, such that they do some joint activities? We used forest and water management plans. To our luck, we had 4 forest plans and 4 water plans. Together with our partners, we facilitated a process that brought together communities of these two associations into a joint planning meeting where they could suggest activities that they could implement together. This means, as was the case before, initially, the forest plans were only developed by members of forest associations. Similarly, the water plans were developed with members of water user associations. Our innovation was to facilitate a process that brought together both the forest associations and the water associations to develop strategies and activities that would be implemented together. Did you achieve any success? Or what was the achievement then? Communities managed to set restoration targets. They also set activities that could be implemented jointly. Activities for managing forests were included in water management plans. Similarly, activities for managing water were included in the forest management plans. So both activities could be implemented together. These are some of the common activities that the members started doing. There were restoration targets, and about 15,000 trees was an initial step that they planted in the initial stages. Also, through this process, we have improved it by enhancing participation of women in the process, both women and men. So that's one of our innovations, and ensuring that these associations come together and they set joint activities. What do we want to share with you? What is the take-home message from my talk? It's the missing link, as the title of my talk says. As you think about landscape restoration, what should you think about? The need to see resources as linked rather than as separate. Need for coordination. Be proactive. Foster collaboration between and among stakeholders from different sectors. And as my talk has shown, it's not always that difficult to bring people together. And by doing that, we enhance the governance of resources as linked rather than as separate. Thank you.